Tekashi, 6ix9ine, a name that resonates with both admiration and disdain. The name itself evokes a kaleidoscope of images, a whirlwind of colors and chaos, rainbow hair, face tattoos. These are not just his trademarks but symbols of his larger-than-life persona. A rapper known as much for his chaotic online persona as for his music. His social media presence is as loud and brash as his appearance. But beneath the surface of this flamboyant artist lies a troubled past, one deeply entangled with the law and controversy. Tekashi, whose real name is Daniel Hernandez, has been no stranger to the courtroom. His legal battles have been as public as his music career. His story is a cautionary tale, a reminder that fame and fortune can easily crumble under the weight of bad choices. The glittering facade often hides a darker reality. Before his recent arrest, Tekashi had seemingly been on a path to redemption, or at least rehabilitation. He spoke of change in a new direction. He was attempting to rebuild his career after serving time for racketeering and firearms charges. His music was his way of reaching out, trying to reclaim his place in the industry. His release from prison in 2020, under a cloud of controversy and a plea deal, was supposed to mark a new chapter, a chance to start over. But old habits die hard, and Tekashi's latest brush with the law throws his future into uncertainty once again. The cycle of fame, fall, and attempted redemption continues, leaving fans and critics alike wondering what comes next for this polarizing figure. Prison is often just the first step in a long journey back to a normal life. For those granted release, especially in high-profile cases like Tekashi's, freedom comes with strings attached. These strings are the terms of supervised release, a period of strict monitoring designed to ease the transition back into society. Think of it as a safety net for both the individual and the public. For Tekashi, this meant adhering to a set of rules and restrictions, regular check-ins with a probation officer, limitations on travel and associations, a constant reminder that one wrong step could land him back behind bars. These conditions, while restrictive, are a common practice, a way to ensure that those who have served their time are given a chance to reintegrate without posing a threat. On October 29, 2024, the long arm of the law caught up with Tekashi once again. The streets buzzed with the news, and the internet was ablaze with speculation and theories. News of his arrest for violating the terms of his supervised release sent shockwaves through the media. Social media platforms were flooded with reactions ranging from shock to schadenfreude, as people dissected every detail available. The specifics of his violations were soon revealed. Tekashi had traveled to Las Vegas without permission, failed to appear for drug testing, and tested positive for methamphetamine. These actions were clear breaches of his release conditions. In court, the judge questioned him about these allegations, to which he pleaded not guilty. The courtroom atmosphere was tense, with everyone waiting to see how the judge would respond to this latest development. Assistant U.S. Attorney Rebold provided the basis for these charges, citing Officer Bryce's report from the Southern District of Florida. On September 7, Tekashi traveled to Las Vegas without permission. Additionally, over the weekend, he went to Sarasota and denied being there when confronted, despite evidence to the contrary. Furthermore, he tested positive for methamphetamine twice in the last 2 weeks, as confirmed by a letter from Dr. Rebecca Wang in Florida. His lawyer, Lance Lazaro, is currently navigating the legal battlefield on his behalf, but the road ahead looks treacherous. Legal experts are weighing in, offering their opinions on what might come next for Tekashi. The question on everyone's mind is simple yet profound. What exactly did Tekashi do to warrant such a swift and decisive response from the authorities? To understand the gravity of Tekashi's situation, we must rewind to the year 2020, a pivotal moment in his life and career. Facing a slew of charges, including racketeering, firearms offenses, and conspiracy to commit murder, Tekashi found himself at a crossroads. With the weight of these serious allegations bearing down on him, Tekashi made a deal that would change everything. He chose to cooperate with the authorities, a decision that was both strategic and fraught with peril. By becoming a key witness in the prosecution of several high-ranking members of the 9 Trey Gangsta Bloods gang, Tekashi took a significant risk. His testimony, raw and often shocking, laid bare the inner workings of the gang, revealing secrets that many thought would never see the light of day. This testimony helped secure multiple convictions and painted a grim picture of gang life, exposing the harsh realities of the criminal underworld. This cooperation, while instrumental in dismantling a dangerous criminal enterprise, came at a steep price for Tekashi. The label of snitch was quickly attached to him, a term that carries immense weight and stigma in the world he inhabited. Being labeled a snitch meant that Takashi was now a target, not just for retribution from his former associates, but also from others who viewed his cooperation as a betrayal. This term, snitch, is not just a word. It is a brand that marks someone as untrustworthy and disloyal, a dangerous position in the world of gangs. As a result, Takashi became a pariah in the eyes of many, isolated and ostracized, his reputation forever tarnished by his decision to turn on his former associates. The fallout from his cooperation was immense, affecting not just his public image, but also his personal relationships and sense of security. Yet this cooperation also paved the way for his early release from prison, offering him a chance to start anew. With his newfound freedom, Takashi now faces the daunting task of rebuilding his life, navigating a world that views him with suspicion and distrust, but also with the hope of redemption and a fresh start. Life after prison is rarely easy, especially for someone like Takashi, whose past casts a long shadow. The terms of his supervised release were his lifeline, a fragile bridge between incarceration and freedom. Each day was a balancing act, a constant negotiation between his desire for normalcy and the constraints of his situation. Every decision, every association, every move he made was scrutinized. The weight of his past mistakes hung heavy in the air. One misstep, one lapse in judgment, could send him spiraling back into the abyss. And now, it seems that Takashi has stumbled, the consequences of which remain to be seen. Just weeks before his arrest, Takashi exuded an air of invincibility. He had inked a new record deal, a testament to his enduring appeal despite the controversies. This deal, however, came with a crucial caveat, a clause mandating that he steer clear of legal trouble. It was a chance for a fresh start, a golden opportunity to prove that he had turned over a new leaf. Takashi, in his characteristically bold manner, proclaimed himself squeaky clean, asserting that trouble seemed to find him, not the other way around. He spoke of personal growth, of a desire to leave his troubled past behind. But his recent arrest throws these claims into sharp relief, casting a shadow of doubt over his sincerity. Was it all a facade, a carefully constructed persona designed to rehabilitate his image? Takashi's arrest has sent ripples of speculation through the media and the public alike. The lack of concrete information regarding the specific violations has only fueled the rumor mill. Social media is abuzz with conjecture, each theory more outlandish than the last. Some speculate that he violated the terms of his release by associating with known gang members, a serious offense that could land him back in prison. Others whisper of illicit activities, a return to the very behavior that landed him in trouble in the first place. The truth, as always, lies somewhere in the middle. As the legal process unfolds, Takashi faces an uncertain future. The severity of his violations, once revealed, will determine his fate. If found guilty, he could be looking at substantial jail time, a harsh reminder that the justice system rarely offers second chances, let alone third ones. The potential consequences extend far beyond the courtroom. His career, once again on an upward trajectory, hangs precariously in the balance.